Hey guys, today we're making pesto pasta and potatoes, so let's just get into it.
So the first ingredient you want is 1.5 pounds of these baby red potatoes, and that's just usually a full bag of these little guys. And you want to make sure these are very clean before you start cutting, but you want to cut them in half. But I chose to quarter a few of them because they were just a little bit too big. So it's really up to you how small you want to go, but halving is recommended. Next, you want to take a medium to large saucepan and put all of your potatoes in. You're going to also need to put water in here, so make sure you have enough room for that. So here comes the water. You just want to make sure that all of your potatoes are completely submerged so that they all cook equally. Now you want to put these bad boys back on the stove, and you want to cook them for 8 to 10 minutes or until you can easily poke them with a fork. Now that our potatoes are cooking, we can finally get on to the pasta. So you want 12 ounces of these spiral noodles. That just ended up being a full bag for me. And you guys know the drill for cooking pasta by now. You want to make that water a little salty, and we're just going to get it up to a rolling boil. Now once you have the rolling boil, it's best to add your pasta slowly so that it does not stop the water from boiling. I didn't quite do it slow enough, as you can see here, but you want to cook your pasta for 8 to 10 minutes. So a little bit of time has gone by and my potatoes are done cooking, so I'm going to drain them into this strainer first, and then I'm going to put them into a large bowl. You actually want a larger bowl than this because this makes a lot of food, and yeah, this isn't quite big enough. So 5 minutes before your pasta is done cooking, you want to add 3 cups of green beans to the pasta water. And this is gonna kind of cook the green beans, and it's gonna incorporate some of that green bean flavor with the pasta, and it's gonna make it go together very nice, make it less stark contrasty. So now that your pasta is done cooking, you're gonna want to take about 3/4 of a cup of pasta water, and this is just gonna make it so that your whole dish later is less dry. Especially with the potatoes, it can be very dry. You do not need to take out the green beans. It's gonna be mixed together later, so it doesn't really matter. So now my pasta is done cooking, so we're going to strain it as well as the green beans into this colander. And we're just gonna add this to our potatoes and kind of mix it all together, and then we're gonna be just about done. So here you can see this is where I got my bigger bowl because the other one just wasn't big enough. And now you're gonna want to add 6.5 ounces of pesto. For me, this was almost a full jar, but this is gonna add a nice fresh flavor to it. I really enjoyed it. And you just wanna add that, and then right after this, we are going to add some Parmesan cheese on top of that. You want to, well, you can add as much as you want, but I did probably about a 1/4 to 1/2 cup, maybe a little bit less, honestly, but it's all up to you. Now you are going to mix your masterpiece, and yeah, you can see this is where it's going to take on some lovely color from the pesto. You know, that cheese is going to melt, make it nice and stringy. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Finally, you get to serve your dish. So all you need to do is just scoop it out onto a plate, and it is ready to go.
Go for it. Taste test time. Okay, we're just gonna... That's nice. I could do a lot of that. Okay. Make this. This is fantastic. Yes.
This is gonna be our dinner. Let's go. Let's go. All right, cut the cameras.